Hi everyone. I have heard many saying that using the words had, have, and has in the correct places is confusing. So, in this video, I am going to explain how to use had, have, and has correctly. So, after watching this video, I am sure that you will get a very good idea of using the words had, have, and has in the correct places grammatically. Without further delay, let's move on to the video now. The first thing you should know to use these words had, have, and has is to know verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. It is nothing but present tense, past tense, and past participle. There is nothing to be confused about these verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. You must have come across these words in your school. For example, go, went, gone, play, played, played, do, did, done. These are all the verbs verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Every verbs have the forms verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. While you're using the words had, have, and has, you should always use only we3 in your sentences. For example, I have completed the homework. They have done with their work. We have worked in the company. In all these sentences, after have, I have used only the verb 3. We shouldn't use verb 1 or verb 2, but we should only use verb 3. I'll give you some more examples where we have to use only we3 after the words had, have, and has. The example sentences are I have faced many problems. You have done well. I have written well in the exam. We have ignored negativity to reach success. So, in all these sentences, I have used only we3 after have. I'll give you some more examples of V1, V2, and V3. Become, became, become. Buy, bought, bought. Eat, ate, eaten. Find, found, found. Forget, forgot, forgotten. So, in these words, you can use only the V3 after have, has, and had. Sometimes all the V1, V2, V3 will be same. For example, the words cut and put. In these words, all the three V1, V2, V3 is only cut. And one more thing, for read, the pronunciation alone will be changed. For example, read, read, and read. Past tense and the past participle, we should only change the pronunciation read and read. Like this, so many verbs are there which you can learn so that you can have a very good vocabulary collection of your own. The first step is to know the V3 of every verb which we have learned now. Let's move on to learn the words have and has, where to use and how to use these words correctly. I've heard that have and has are the most confusing words many face, and here I try to explain this how to use these words. Has. Has is used for third person singular. It is nothing but he, she, it. Whenever we use he, she, it, we have to use has. For example, she has played with me. It has eaten the biscuit. He has worked for a long time. In all these sentences, I have used only has, she has, it has, and he has. What if you are using a name of a person instead of he? For example, instead of he, if you are using Ram, Kumar, Gautam, you should use only has. For example, Ram has pulled him out. Gautam has done his job. Even when you use name of a person instead of he, you should use only has. The same rule is for she and it. If you are using names instead of she, you have to use only has. For example, Priya has found her pen. Madhumita has created a wall hanging. In these sentences, instead of she, I have used Priya and Madhumita, and I have used only has. Priya has and Madhumita has. When it comes to it, we use it instead of animals and plants. For example, dog or elephant. When you use dog or elephant, we should use only has. Dog has caught the ball correctly. Elephant has broken the tree. Hope you are clear about using the word has. I will once again recall it. For he, she, it, we have to use has. For example, she has played with me. It has eaten biscuit. He has done the work very well. Instead of he, she, it, if you are using a name of a person, we have to use has. For single name of a person only, we have to use the word has. For example, Priya has completed her homework. The dog has eaten the biscuit. And much more like this, where we can use the word has. Let's move on to learn how to use the word have. Except he, she, it, for everything else, we should use only have. For example, I, they, we, you, for all these words, we should only use have. Let's see some examples where we can use the word have. I have come to meet my friend. They have finished the course successfully. We have attended the marriage function. You have done a great job. In all these sentences, I have used only have. I have, they have, we have, and you have. This is how we have to use the word have. As I said before, only for the single name of a person we should use has. So, what about the group of people? For example, my friends, my relatives, a gang of boys, monkeys. If a group of a person or a group of animals, we should use only have. For single name of a person, we should use has, and for a group of people, we should use have. Let's see some example sentences on how to use have. My friends have come home today. Dogs have jumped so high. Neighbors have conducted a meeting. If the same job have been done by a single person, we have to use the sentence as my friend has come home today. Dog has jumped so high. Neighbor has conducted a meeting. So this is how we have to use have and has. How about I and you? I is a single person. You may also be a single person, but we should use only have. I have done the job. I have completed the work. I have finished drawing. You have done it so well. You have seen my work. You have taken this properly. So, everywhere I and you we should use only have. Only for the third person singular we should use has. For first person and second person I and you it should be have. For third person he, she, it we should use has. Hope you are quite clear about using the words have and has. When you apply these rules and practice this in your regular basis using so many sentences, you can be even more clear, you can be even more sound grammatically correct. As I always used to say, practice is where you can learn a language. Let's see some example sentences for had. I had worked in Delhi. She had listened properly. They had transformed from Bangalore to Chennai. There is no rule of using had for he, she, it, I, they, we, you. For all this, we can use had when it comes to a past tense sentence. So, past tense sentence, we can use had. Finally, use this have, had, and has in your regular basis. Make so many sentences putting all these words in the correct form. Hope I have explained properly. If you have any more doubts on this, please mention it in the comment. I will try to make it clear. And interest and practice are the most important thing in our life, whatever we do. So have interest and practice this every time so that you will become a master of English. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.